Okay, now let us get into perfume altars, because what I've noticed is that these fallen ones and these witches and warlocks, they usually try to find the everyday object that they curse, right? Everyday object that people will use so that they can create a particular frequency. Now, they've been using music quite effectively for a while, but yeah, people have caught on about this thing now. And they were on makeup, yeah. And people is not so keen on it. So the latest thing that they are using is perfume. Now, I'm not telling you that you should not use perfume. I'm not telling you that perfume is bad, right? Because everything that these people use for bad was created by the Most High, right? They have perverted, they have destroyed, they have turned everything beautiful that the Most High made for us, they have turned it ugly. No, they have put their witchcraft on perfumes. Now, me personally, I stopped using French colognes, European perfumes. I stopped because I believe they were a bit compromised. That is just me. So I stopped and I started using the Arab perfume. And I'm like, okay, with their religion and all of that, they are a little bit much more safe for me to use. Little did I know, they're all the same. No, I was on the other side, right? And when I was on the other side, none other than the Queen of the Coast herself. Yeah, I'm not going to get into the conversation and what was going on, but what I can tell you is that there was a perfume altar. She had it for bad. What she was planning to do harm to me, I realized what they were up to. And on this altar, I could identify some Arab saints, but I will not call their names, right? I don't think that's fair. And people, you need to be very mindful when it comes on to your perfumes. I see people on social media with ridiculous amount of perfume. You know, people go on this collection spree. Be very careful and be very mindful you're not creating an altar to the Queen of the Coast, to Oshun, to Astarte, to Astaroth. Be very careful and be very mindful, because when it comes on to perfume and cosmetics, yeah, that's her territory, right? I saw she and the perfume altars. And it's very trendy for people to have this huge amount of perfume surrounding them. I don't know if they're using all of them, but always pray over them and understand that these entities, they curse everyday items that we use. Everyday items that we use and we enjoy, they love to curse them, right? So sometimes people start acting strange, they start doing things out of the ordinary, is because they have cursed these things. They have cursed the music, they have cursed the movies, they have cursed your food, they have cursed your clothing, they have cursed your hygiene products, they have cursed your makeup. Yeah, right? That is the purpose of the Queen of Witches, the Queen of the Coast. That is her purpose, Astaroth, to the fallen angels, right? She got to create the curse to set the frequency, to set the stage for you to commit the sin, right? If you understand that, she's got to set the stage, because ordinarily they tell you to do it, you won't do it. But when they curse the object, then you will eventually curse your own self and don't even realize what is happening. Be very mindful of these perfumes, all of them. Be very, very mindful. Pray over them and make sure that when you have these perfume in your homes, you're not treating them like an altar, because that altar is to none other than the Queen of Witches, the Queen of the Coast, Astarte, right? Please be mindful. because that is what they're using to curse, to bring in whatever frequency, whatever energy they are looking to bring on in. They're bringing it through the perfume, right? So we need to pray and understand we wrestle not with flesh and blood, wickedness in high places. Understand that these witches and warlocks, they are working overtime, double time, triple time to curse you. They are determined to curse you, right? And they are cursing you through everyday items that the Most High put here for you to enjoy, right? So we need to pray and understand we wrestle not with flesh and blood, wickedness in high places. Let us pray over our food, our clothes, and everything that we use, because this life is a trick. Right? This life is a trick. And if you won't do as you're told, or what these devils want you to do, then they're going to use means of witchcraft to force you to do what you wouldn't normally do. That is what these witches and warlock is there for. That is their main purpose, to force you to do things you wouldn't normally do. Right? So we need to pray and say, glory be to the Most High.